We are in Italy, and we're here for a family wedding, but come on, you know I wouldn't head to this beautiful country without experiencing some cardboard. Let me show you what happened.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Such a cool intersection. I mean, look at that. Babylon something.
Rome is tight. People are everywhere, and traffic, well, it's a little stressful.
Yay!
It's one way.
Oh. We're here for family vacation. We just saw the Coliseum, which is behind me, and we're itching to find some sports cards, or any cards for that matter. We just looked up on Google Maps. There's a place called Angels and Dragons. Looks like it's a very highly rated Pokemon shop. We're gonna see if they have sports cards as well. Highly unlikely, but Kyle will be happy because there's Pokemon cards. Rome, Italy, Pokemon cards, Coliseum. It doesn't get any better than this.
On our way out, we got sidetracked by a street artist. 25 euros for 2 paintings. I mean, what a deal. Well, the joke was on us. Oh well.
So one thing that we noticed around here is that with sports cards, even when we look for sports card shops, it's usually just soccer memorabilia. There's no like actual card shops, just memorabilia all around football or soccer. So I'm hoping like some of these places just have something where we can say we bought sports cards, but my hopes are very low at this point. What are we looking for? Because each country has their own version, right?
Yeah, there's the same version, but with different language on it.
Okay.
I know the prices are different. English is more valuable, definitely more valuable, just because it's more popular, more people collect.
Does each of the releases have an Italian version, you think?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I haven't looked at a bunch. I only collect English and Japanese, but...
So we're gonna walk into a Pokemon store. What's the first thing you're gonna go for? Are you just gonna like take it all in?
Yeah, just try to take it all in, definitely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Bless you. We're recording. You couldn't hold your sneeze?
After going to the Coliseum, we made a terrible decision to walk to the card shop. After about a mile, we were all so dehydrated from the heat, but luckily, we found one of Rome's many public water spouts on the way. After hydrating up and remapping, we finally made it to Angels and Dragons.
Hello. Oh, nice. This is cool.
First thoughts on the shop, it's huge. It had 2 large rooms in the back for Magic and Pokemon tournaments, and it also had a decent selection of sealed Pokemon boxes. However, we soon realized that most of them were overpriced because of the Euro to USD conversion.
Oh, wow. He's a Pokemon collector.
Pokemon collection. Okay, I already know what I have to do. Just 1 second.
We came all the way from America to see this shop.
Really?
Well, no, but kinda. Kinda.
After chatting a bit, we found some Pokemon binders hidden behind the counter, and then the real fun began. We spent about 30 minutes just looking through the cards, pulling them out, pricing them, doing what we do, until we eventually had a nice stack of cards that we wanted.
What are you looking for at this point, okay?
Just some cool Rayquaza cards in my personal collection.
It's 19. 42 here, 15 here.
And at a sum of about $90, the boys were able to grab these 3 cards. We also got some packs and some smaller cards for the kids back home.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was sweet. So a couple of quick things that I thought were interesting. Number one, they don't sell on eBay because the fees are too high. Go figure. But they do buy on eBay. In fact, they buy a lot on eBay. There was a Canadian guy in there that you saw.
May I see your license and registration, please?
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, Americans. Welcome to Ontario. Sportsman's paradise.
Isn't it, though?
He was saying that there's not a lot of sports card shops here because it doesn't make sense for them to get inventory here. It makes sense for them to buy singles and sealed boxes on eBay. So Europeans go buy on eBay instead of buying at shops. That explains why Europeans flock to certain cards. What do you guys think about that shop?
It was
cool. Yeah.
I think it was more than that.
Yeah, the whole area in the back though was really cool.
What were the prices like?
Some cards are more than others in America. They'd be like close to about the same
Yeah.
as English. Some, I think, a little bit less though, just because they are Italian, less demand.
Less demand for those cards?
Yeah.
Even though we weren't able to go to another card shop today, we found a way to be content by just seeing some other incredible monuments around our neighborhood. But the next morning, we grabbed a cappuccino and we headed south to Sarento. First toll booth we hit, this biker sneaks through and steals that van's toll. And yeah, we just realized we don't have any small euros, so we're stuck.
I don't have a American Express or cash. Can you let me through, please?
After 10 minutes, we make it through and we take on a new stress, driving through the Italian mountain roads.
What's he doing?
Like, speed up, bud.
We eventually make it and we get ourselves settled down, but the next day we head over to Pompeii and we end up climbing Mount Vesuvius.
So here's a question for all you vintage guys. Is there any Mount Vesuvius like trading cards? Any Pompeii like tobacco cards? Did Alan and Ginter ever make a Pompeii trading card? What's that? Alan and Ginter. Yeah. Guess we'll have to find out.
After a long hike, we get back to the room and we realize there's a GameStop in this little town. So we run over to see what's up. But it wasn't just any GameStop because this one had Pokemon. And lucky for us, the owner had just put out the new Shrouded Fable set that was released that morning. I mean, the guy was literally there stocking up the shelves as we got there. However, the ultimate question still remained.
Is there ETBs of those? We're gonna get 3 of them.
Success. We ended up buying all those ETBs and we were super anxious to rip them when we got back to the Airbnb.
All right, so there you have it. So stopped in a GameStop, Sarento. New release of Pokemon just came out. He's literally carrying them out of the back, putting them out for us to grab. It didn't have the ETBs out. My son was like, oh, maybe they have ETBs back there. And he goes back and grabs them. Day of release Pokemon here in Sarento. We're gonna open the Italian version up. We got 4 ETBs. This should be really fun. Kind of excited about this. Hi. So Kai is telling me that, what's the name of this again?
Shrouded Fable.
So Shrouded Fable actually doesn't even come out in America until the 3rd, which is gonna be 48 hours from now. So we're gonna open some of these tonight, enjoy them, and if there's anything that he wants to sell, he can sell it for a higher price, and then we'll keep the good stuff for ourselves, for his collection. That's kind of fun. What do you think about the hats? Yeah.
After getting back to the room, we started enjoying the cards almost immediately. We pulled some really cool cards, full arts, trainers, EXs, it was great. Although we still probably won't make our money back, we got to open brand new Italian Pokemon cards in Rome. And we even got some cool Italian cards from the shop. And most importantly, we all had fun while doing it. But our trip wasn't over. We soaked in this beautiful country in so many ways. Whether it was hiking up a volcano, seeing unbelievable architecture, or just enjoying the culture. Italy was stunning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna sell off into the sunset. Keep chasing.